Welcome to our little slice of heaven back here. My parents have been working hard. We are gonna have the freshest bounty of fruits and vegetables that we've ever had in all of our lives because they have been putting in the effort, so we're gonna eat fresh. Now, the one thing you'll notice about what's behind me in these raised beds, we have all sorts of veggies. Well, beyond, we don't have any fencing out there. Deers, rabbits, raccoons, you name it, they'll come. They'll jump up, they'll eat all of your harvest before you have a chance, unless you protect it, which is why we have this nice little green fence, which does its best to blend in, but it's still there. You can still see it, and it's not the most beautiful thing. So one thing you can do to cover it, to make it a little bit more beautiful and bountiful, surround it with fruiting vines, such as these gorgeous raspberries. Now, these will grow and they'll climb up this and they'll cover this and they'll produce their beautiful, rich jewel raspberries. Now, when it comes to raspberries, raspberries will only start to produce those luscious fruit by the second year. There's always 2 stages of growth with a raspberry plant, which will eventually grow into a raspberry patch. There's 2 stages of growth. The first stage is called the primo cane. Primo, primer. The first stage of growth is this green growth that you'll see here. This green growth will not create any berries, but by the second season, next season, it will have turned nice and dark brown into this woody floricane. Flowers turn into fruit. So it's the floricanes that will actually produce the fruit. So in order to have berries the first year, you need to get a plant that has those floricanes already growing, or else you'll have to wait 2 seasons to get those juicy berries. So when it comes to maintenance with these raspberries, first of all, you need to give it something to climb on, which we've provided it with this little green fence. The second thing to do is that as it's growing, you can start to kind of train it so that it maximizes the space. And when it's maximizing that space and the different canes are kind of growing in different directions, that's gonna allow for the best absorption of the sun's rays. And that's really important for getting the best yield. You need to have at least 6 hours of sun. And because fruits and veggies, they typically will grow rather shallow root systems, it's good to give them regular waterings as opposed to just an occasional really deep watering. So it's important to keep them well watered and well fed with your fertilizer. And then at the end of the season, when you've had all of your berries for the season, you've had your raspberry pies and raspberry jams and raspberry compote, the thing to do is with those floricanes, after they've produced the berries, cut them off. They're not gonna produce any more berries the following year because those previous primo canes will become floricanes to produce berries the next year. So any part of your vine that has produced those fruit, cut it off at the end of the season, probably September or October, when you still know which vines created those berries. And then that way you're gonna have the healthiest plant. You're gonna maximize the space, maximize the yield, and maximize your enjoyment. Raspberries are really easy to grow. We've loved them forever. Try growing them, give them something to climb on, beautify your fences, and add some sweet juiciness to your life. Anyway, I'm Devin Wallin. Catch you next time.